I lay this wreath in honor of all those who served our country during World War II. Ladies and gentlemen, there are many things and places that define our national character, our struggles and our triumphs, from the revolutionaries that ran on the Lexington Green to the Old North Bridge in Concord, Massachusetts, that marks the spot where American merchants and farmers took their stand and challenged the British Army on April 19, 1775. Nothing defines the American character more than through the emotions of war. War has been with us through the ages of time. From those who participated and those who witnessed, stories have been told and written, each capturing some form of glory. But you see, war may be glorious in verse or prose, but in reality it is the soldier, the airman, the sailor, the marine who felt the cold stings of battle. They've witnessed the long dark shadows of horror and have challenged the face of death. You see, war is not glorious, but glory is found in the new levels of courage exercised from the American character, common people called upon to perform uncommon acts of valor. In reverence and respect, with challenges to the future, we commemorate as we celebrate our independence this evening. May God bless these, our United States.
Maestro Ann Harrigan.
Happy birthday, America. Please stand and join us. The Lafayette Symphony, the Lafayette Freedom Singers, and Lafayette's very own Dick Let Freedom Sing Yeager in singing the Star-Spangled Banner.
Tonight, we would like to take you back 50 years by recreating a radio program that might have been broadcast to celebrate the nation's birthday as World War II was coming to an end. Join us now as we remember what it was like right here in Lafayette, Indiana on July 4th, 1945.
Good evening. It's July 4th, 1945, and WJUL welcomes you to another broadcast day. We are located about a fourth of the way up the dial on AM with a power of 1,945 watts. WJUL is wholly owned and operated subsidiary of Stars and Stripes Incorporated, broadcasting from studios in the lavish penthouse suites of the world-famous Lar Hotel. The holiday fun forecast is fair today and better tomorrow, with a high temperature of 77 and a low of 58. Sun rose at 5:22 this morning and will set at 8:21. And now, your host for today's special program, our very own Mike Piggott.
and the recent end of the war in Europe, WJUL, in cooperation with its valued sponsors, presents a special live program to commemorate and celebrate this great land of ours, and all of those who have sacrificed and died to keep freedom, independence, and the American dream alive. The American dream has never been the stuff of sleep and fantasy, but rather the steely resolve of action and purpose. America has always been a nation of dreamers, men and women who believe that if you could think of a better way to do something, you could and should figure out a way to accomplish that goal. Former President Woodrow Wilson said, "Sometimes people call me an idealist. Well, that is the way I know I am an American. America is the only idealistic nation, and you cannot have ideals without dreams. And you cannot have progress without men and women of action. And you cannot have freedom without the dream of it. And when your dream is threatened, you must be ready to fight to save it. As a poet has said, we are the movers and shakers of the world forever. For each age is a dream that is dying, or one that is coming to birth." Ladies and gentlemen, we have fought and won the beginning of a new age for the American dream.
And since dreams soar on a song, here is the WJUL Stars and Stripes Symphony Orchestra under the direction of Maestro Ann Harrigan with their magnificent musical interpretation of the American Dream.
This July 4th holiday, President Truman called on the nation last night to honor the creed of liberty, which its fighting sons carry throughout the world. And the Stars and Stripes were hoisted over the Adolf Hitler barracks in a formal 4th of July observance in Berlin today, as American troops and their allies celebrated Independence Day. Now, this word from our sponsor.
It's Wholesome Rye Bread Days at Marsh, where you can double your savings when you buy two 26-ounce loaves for 21 cents. Ask for Wholesome by name, it's really good. This edition of the local news has also been brought to you by Lilly Pharmaceuticals, curing what ails us, and Staley Manufacturing, all valued sponsors of today's special program.
And now the irrepressibly perky Perduettes join Maestro Harrigan and the WJUL Stars and Stripes Orchestra. They will play and sing some of the tunes that help carry our boys through to victory during their long days and nights of vicious combat. Maestro Harrigan.
Thank you, Mike. 3 years ago, our boys were fighting the bloody battles of Bataan, Midway, and Guadalcanal, and becoming men overnight. However, before we lost all our innocence, we heard the boys' request of their sweethearts as they headed overseas: "Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me." I wrote my mother, I wrote my father, and now I'm writing you too. I'm sure of mother, I'm sure of father, and now I wanna be sure, very, very sure.